Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot, and you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play, and you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken at its 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Set, 60 or. I don't even know why this team showed up.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 3.
Here's 2nd and 8. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
A first down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, high 7. Deep grip.
They'll set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Barkley. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Flushed out right. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
You gon' see me in your nightmare, son. You gon' see me in your nightmare. Check,
Murray now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 1st down, Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Shotgun now from Murray. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray escaping the pressure right. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Murray to air it out again.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think
a big loss here as he's taken down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Touchdown, 49ers. Devontae Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Ready?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter.
Why you go to the right when he moves to the right? That don't make no sense, man.
Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
Oh, I need some defensive
backs on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Murray with a 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the line. Cheetah Boy with a hit. And a big turnover there as his guys
Oh,
will
my
get the
God. This
football
game
back.
is funny, bro.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Gotta know that you're open, otherwise, just don't do it.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Now a play fake here on first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, it's Murray being chased out left. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, you dropped that
Trying
big
to
boy?
dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Looking long for Thomas. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
What we got?
They do go for it. It's Murray. Got his man. That's Harry. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
Check three.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's going to be caught. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards. It's a great throw right there, and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I don't think you got it, son.
Now.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man.
What a pass rush here, bro.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
What a pass rush.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Saquon Barkley running right. And some room to work. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone.
I thought you got a new playbook. You still running the ball. I thought you were passing.
Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Oh, this is blocked. And the Niners have it. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Down. 60 yard.
They can't hang with us.
5.
Now Saquon Barkley. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Ready?
5-5. Let's go, let's go. 30
Pilot, 64, weak.
Smart.
Ready?
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
He's checking.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, Delta. Shoot.
They're going to try and throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on second and inches. Second down and inches. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down. Here we go with Johnson.
Nigga.
And he's able to get it to the 33.
Oh my
Good enough
God.
for a first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Mike three. Combo. Pick it up.
Looking to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone.
Man, pick that shit off.
So
The fuck, the
17 seconds
animation.
now on the clock here.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey. Check. Shift. My five.
Second and 10. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, orbit.
They'll look to throw here. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I gotta have had you, Corey Grant.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, 49ers. Devontae Freeman, 75 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
22's coming, Mike.
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Topper, topper.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Box drop, box drop. 3, Mike 3. Combo. Ready?
They'll look to throw.
Nigga, the fuck?
Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Fuck, bruh.
They went with the dive.
Oh, I need some corners.
Defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. They'll try and throw for it here.
Oh, my God.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And I think he's going to go.
Defense.
Going to get him.
What a pass rush here.
Zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards as his guys are back within a single score. That certainly went against the traditional
y'all need to
ways
hurry
of
up and
playing
get
football,
those
but
Billy.
who cares? Look at the result.
Y'all some
Big
fucking
touchdown.
scrubs.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Again, they'll run with Freeman.
This nigga ran.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Watch the pass. Check.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down.
Wow.
This is going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Check 3. Check them set.
And here we go on 4th down with Murray.
Throw the ball.
To escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to
You
go
got to
for
cock it
it.
back to right
Doesn't
there
pan
for
out.
it. He
And
right
the
there.
Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Let's go, defense. Hey, get it.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
General West, hey, Haywood.
Here's 2nd and 8. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. On third down, Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
A 44-yard attempt.
And this is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll bring him back within 4. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the 49er hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
On first down, Rodgers. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard
From the 38, Murray. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get...
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
He makes the catch. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
13 yards. Leads to third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Wide open receiver complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line.
Single. 61, match box, right. Hey, wahoo!
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now back to throw. He's going to come down with it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 21.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, Johnson.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Running right, this is Freeman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's Murray from midfield. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Murray now on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Got a man open. That's Harry. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes
he's gone.
And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Like Calamari. Hurt his butt. Ass broke.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12.
Hey, exit.
Now it's the backup Tannehill. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Mike 3. Mike 3.
Back to throw here. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Quinnen Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Mike 3.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Easy breezy.
So he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They're going to look to throw.
Nigga!
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside
this
the
nigga wanting a different playbook for that shit?
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now,
the fuck?
it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now,
he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Over there.
Shit. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back to the end zone.
That's a possession catch.
No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Dude.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Blocking the back.
I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now a give, right side. Barkley. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Protein spill.
Hey, switch gears.
Watch that.
Check safety.
Pick the edge. Let's go.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, seam 6. Now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
We got 4.
I got 87. That's me, boy.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And Thomas has it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw it, Murray. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.
Hey, Orbit. Stop your whining.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the night.